Hello! Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but not really. It's been a while since I've done a full video because of Vlogtober. I almost said Vlogmas, which it's already almost halfway through November, which is halfway to Vlogmas, which I will potentially be doing. I have 2 yarn calendars and a wine calendar so far. Anyways, hi, my name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, C-A-T-T, which stands for Craft All the Things. I'm a little rusty, but I am a fiber-related channel, but I also do a lot of crafty stuff. So lots of yarn crafts, Cricut stuff, sock machine, sewing, knit, crochet, everything, spinning, some weaving. Lots of unfinished projects that I've been slowly cleaning my room over the past weekend, and been finding lots of things that need to be finished, and I can actually walk in here now, which is really good. If you follow me on other social media such as Instagram, I did restart TikTok for some reason, even though it might implode soon anyways. I don't know, but you can follow me as the Cat Lady on Instagram. I was posting videos about cleaning this weekend. And then _cat_lady on TikTok. I used to have a handle on TikTok, and I think I deleted it or something. I don't know what happened. It probably just went inactive. And then I couldn't get it back. So I had videos on there. I had dyeing videos on there. I had some fun videos on there, and they're all gone. So, oh well. Starting fresh, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really trying to figure out this social media thing, but it's like just... There's the reels, there's the TikToks, there's the shorts, and I don't necessarily like posting the same thing on all of them, but maybe I should be posting the same, I don't know. But then I have a Facebook page as well, and I know I have people on Facebook that aren't on Instagram, so like everything I post on Instagram goes over to the Facebook, so that works, but like I don't know how to handle the rest of them. So if you have any tips, please let me know. Anyways, you are here to talk about crafting, ideally, and just general, stuff. I record throughout the week. It is Monday, and I post on Friday. So I will record different clips throughout the week showing what I'm working on. Lately, it's been very minimal, but I have the itch to be working on more things. I should be finishing things. So we'll see what I get up to. But in the meantime, I will show you what I've been working on. So for a while now, longer than it should be for me to make a hat, I've been working on a hat. It's the Vegabond Hat. Everything I talk about, I will try to link down below. It is updated mostly on my Ravelry page as well. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment and ask. So this is the Vegabond Hat. It's a type of double thick hat. The popular version is the Muscle Burrow hat by Solda Teague. This is not that. This is a free pattern, but it's really the same concept. Except for her hat, you start at the tip, make a hat, and then make a hat. So in one solid piece. This one, you made a hat. So I started from this edge, made a hat, did my decreases, and then you picked up, I don't like doing provisional, so I didn't do a provisional cast on, which this pattern did not call for a provisional cast on, but that is another way you could do that. You pick up the cast on, and then you make another hat. So that is where I'm at. I'm on my second hat, which I'm making good progress. So this is my first one. This will be my second one. And then they fold into each other, which I will not be able to do. Probably I kind of can do it. So you're left with this little bump here, which I kind of like. It's kind of just a little decorative. It helps it fold in. You know where the center is. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it. I kind of actually like it better. So, and then you're left with that. So then you have a double thick hat. I also just took the numbers off of the Barley Light hat because I've made so many Barley Light hats by Tin Can Knits. It's called Barley Light, and it's also referred to as Barley Sock. It is on Ravelry. It is free. It is an amazing, quick and easy hat pattern, fingering weight yarn. But I used all the numbers. I cast on 120 stitches because that's what works for my Barleys, and I have so many of them and I love them. And I just did the decreases the same way. So I used the concept of the Vagabond to do the double thick with this little edge here, but I'm using all the numbers and techniques of the Barley without there's like a little garter ridge pattern in the center of the hat. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And I marked my stitch count with stitch markers down the side. So every 10 rows I put a marker so that I know to do the same on this side. And I think I have 1 extra stitch on this side, so it's like 61. So I'll do 61 on that side and call it a day, and then start my decreases. And this yarn is Allegria, Manos del Uruguay Allegria in the Rambla Sur colorway. This was a D-stash from, I believe this was a D-stash from Happy Little Yarn. It is a very interesting color. It looked very different, obviously, in the hank. I did not expect the stripe, but it is striping, and I like it. It's different, so why not? I am in a very stripey mood today. I am wearing my Sock Arms sweater by Tilly Bean Knits. This is Knit Picks Felici worsted with Knit Picks something. Their basic wool. What is it? Superwash wool. Hawthorne? No, that's sock. Boy, what is it? Stroll? Is it stroll? No, that's also sock. It is a worsted weight wool from Knit Picks that I cannot recall the name. So I will, but it's all linked in my, I'll link this project in my show notes. And I have a matching hat. This is the double brim beanie by Happy Little Yarn, which I will also link down below. But it's the same worsted fleechy. This is like log cabin, a rustic cabin or something. And I have a more, because I'm also wearing stripy socks today that I made on my sock machine, which I won't be able to use worsted weight on my sock machine. But that is Knit Picks Felici fingering in whatever colorway it is. But I feel like I need a pair of Felici socks to go with the whole ensemble. I did get complimented at Meijer today. When I was walking back to the cat food section, one of the workers was like, "Oh, you look so cute, and I love your hat, matching your shirt." And then I told her I made it, and then we had a 10-minute conversation. So that's always fun. So that is living in a bag that I got from Sarah, who is Adrienne, the Reluctant Knitter's sister. I talk about them frequently. So she made this for Rhinebeck last year, not this year. I need to pull out my current Rhinebeck bag from her. It's super cute. And that is that. But in true cat lady fashion, I just like decided to cast on something else because that's what I do. And by the time I'm finished with this, I'm probably going to have to take it down. I need to finish it like now so I can at least, because it's decorative. It's a decorative thing for my mantle that if I don't hang it now, it's going to be, I'm going to have to take it down. So it is a garland of little leaves. Definitely in the fall mood now. I wasn't at first. Of course, now that it's closer to winter, I'm like, no, stay fall forever, please. So I have to add more. So I'm in the process of making more. So it's like, it's almost done, but I need to add more. This is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. I currently have 20, and I think my goal is like 32. So I need to make 3 more of each color. So, and then you join them as, you just join them. Keep chaining, join, chain, join. So I'm currently attached to the gray chain because I need to join more. So, and then I started making more. So what do I have? I have 3 reds and, 3 reds and 3 tan colored. So I just need 3 oranges and 3 browns. So that is my goal for today. I will work on the 3 orange and the 3 brown and get these together because I honestly have no plans tonight. I still need to finish cleaning in here. It's like, now I just have random piles that I don't know what to do with because it's all like the weird miscellaneous stuff. I have a bin of miscellaneous stuff to go through. I have like notebooks and stuff that need a home. I got a whole pile of stuff in the hallway that needs a home. But anyways, my goal is to finish these tonight though. Take some me time. That's not cleaning. And get that done. And then it probably needs a little bit of a steam just to, because of course these all curl. And already I saw, and I favorited it on Ravelry, is there's one that's little light bulbs, like Christmas light bulbs, that just pretty much looks just like these. I mean, you could pretty much almost say this looks like a Christmas light bulb if you make the stem a little thicker. So it's probably going to be about the same type of pattern, but for a Christmas garland. So, and I have to make it that I can't make it like super big and drapey like some of my other garlands because I have cats that will jump at it. So this is nice and like it's going to go nice and tight along the mantle. So I'm using Caron Simply Soft yarn. This is one of my favorite acrylic yarns. It's soft. It's kind of sheen to it that I like. And it's it's of course inexpensive to work with, and I just really like it. I just really like it. I've made sweaters out of it. I've made lots of amigurumi out of it. These kind of things, like these are just, it's just like my go-to yarn, and it comes in a lot of colors, and I've made plants, like little fake plants and stuff. So I really love me some Caron Simply Soft. It does get a little splitty, especially with crochet. So that is the one downside, but I don't know, I'm willing to forgive that to work with it. Size H hook. Pattern is something. I have it memorized now, so I don't even remember what the pattern is. If I find it, I will let you know. I've just Googled, like, it was like on Pinterest or something, so. But shame on me for not writing that down because I forgot. And I didn't write it down because it was such an easy pattern that I just did it. So that is that. Those are the only projects I have that I'm working on. I have lots of projects that I need to pull out and finish. My snake. So I have a crocheted snake that's a temperature blanket, temperature snake. So it's not a blanket, but every day is a different temperature. It's based on the year Jim and I got married. I made the kids each a snake for Christmas last year. And I originally was working on all three at once, ran out of time, wanted to get kids done by Christmas. So then like did theirs. I have 2 Magikarp hats. Magikarp is a Pokemon that I need to finish. I have the hat set. I just need to make all the fiddly bits that go on top. I want to get those done because those are for the kids. I have my Hexie, my Granny Square all-in-one yarn Hexie blanket that is like so close. I really need to sit down and weave in all the ends. I'm going to sew them with the sewing machine, which I'm a little scared to do too, but I'm going to sew them with the sewing machine, but I have to weave in all the ends first. So that is my holdup. And I have like 12 more, I don't know, 20 more motifs to make. So, which isn't a lot. They're pretty quick. So I need to make the rest of the motifs, and I need to weave. There's like 100 of them or something. It was like 90 or something. So there's a lot. But I need to weave in all the ends, which I am just dreading. So that is what that is. And then I have a weaving project that's been lingering for a very long time. And I need to figure out how to use my sock machine because I have lots of socks I want to crank out. So I have a true knit sock machine, circular sock machine. I used to have an Erlbacher that I kind of got a handle on, but could never make good socks for Jim, which really annoyed me because I really wanted to make him socks, and he likes hand knit socks or handmade socks. So that is my goal this winter, is to really figure out this machine. And that's it. That's all. I got a new friend. So we went to Comic-Con this weekend, Motor City Comic-Con, and the kids always buy stuffy. I don't know why, because like they have so many stuffies and it's out of hand. It's like a stuffy problem. But they always buy stuffy. They bought one in the spring and they bought one now. So they've each got this little Pikachu, but he's got a weird face. And we're like, why does he have such a weird face? And then it turns out it's a Ditto, which a Ditto will mock other Pokemon. So it was a Ditto, so you could actually flip it inside out into Ditto, who's like a purple blob. But then flip it back out to look like a Pikachu, but it's got a funny face. So if I remember next time I record this week, I will grab it. But this is Psyduck, and he has always been like one of my favorites because he just goes around holding his head, and he's always got a headache, and he was always going, and it's just, I can relate to the Psyduck. So that is what I got. And well, and what it was like buy 3, get 1 free. So then Jim got a Squirtle. And somebody is home, so I am going to take that as a sign to wrap it up. So I will catch you in the next clip. Hey guys, it's Friday. So I usually have intentions of recording earlier in the week a little bit. I think I don't remember if I recorded on Monday or Tuesday, but here we are. The week just got away with me again. So I'm here with updates on what got finished, what got started, all the things. So last you saw, I was finishing up my garland. So I will put in a video of my finished leaf garland. It is now hanging on the mantle. Yeah, it worked out pretty good. It's perfect length. I have it, ideally, I'd like it a little drapier. So in the future, I could potentially add more leaves to it if I wanted, but for now it's fine. But I don't want the cats to jump at it. So they are very jumpy. So it is, right now it's perfect length, but I think it looks really cute. It's got a little tiny drape, but that worked out. So the pattern is on my Ravelry page, and it will be linked below. Again, I used Caron Simply Soft, and yeah, it was really easy. I pretty much had the pattern memorized for each leaf, so it's a very easy to do project. So I finished that. I'm continuing to work on my hat. This is the Vegabond Hat, which I mentioned before and made all the adaptations. So it's coming along. I'm a little worried now that it's not going to be slouchy, that it's just going to be fitted. But I think I can block it out a little bit. So it's still hard to tell because it's attached to the needles, but I kind of like tucked it in itself and put it on, and it still feels like it's not big enough. But then when I was making just the first part, I felt like it was too big, so I ripped back. So now I don't know. But I mean, it looks like a proper sized hat when it's like this. But I did put it on double thick, and it feels really nice and squishy and cozy. I am just started the decreases. So this hopefully will be done very soon. I wouldn't say it'd be done by the end of the weekend, but I have a lot of other projects that are all of a sudden going to be coming around, so we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, this is set up for the decreases, so honestly, once I sit down and do it, it should be pretty quick. So that is the updated projects. New projects, I cranked out a high-vis beanie for David. He's going camping with the scout troop this weekend, and they will be in an area that there's no hunting, but if they go hiking, like in the area, there could be hunting going on, so they were advised to wear high-vis gear, so I cranked out a hat. So this is supposed to be an adult-sized hat, which, okay, it fits my head fine, but it's very fitted, so it's like if you had a larger head, like Jim has a large head, this wouldn't work with this yarn. This yarn does not have enough give. Now, I've made hats like this with Caron Simply Soft, and I feel like it's got more, since it's kind of silky, it's got more give. This should be perfect for David, of course. If I steamed this or something, maybe it would like loosen up a little bit, or washed it, because definitely after it's still like the acrylic where it's kind of stiff, so probably it just needs a good washing. But I would like to crank out like hats for Jim and stuff, but I do feel like, I don't know if this would fit him or not, because he's got a larger head. So, but this is nice high visibility hat that David can wear this weekend. So, again, like I guess like I like the fact that I could fold the brim over, but so I guess maybe it would fit Jim better if it was just not folded, because that feels looser, a little more comfortable. But it's a little bit, you know, bigger, because I made it so that you can fold it over. So I wonder if you like half fold it. If you did like the half fold, just fold up the top. That's a little better, potentially. I don't know. So this was made on an Addi Express cranking machine. So there's also the Centros. It's like a 46, 48. The Addi's 46. The Centro might be 48. Pin or needled machine that you crank in a circle, and it just makes a tube, and then you put the tubes together, cinch the tops, and make a hat. It's very easy. Also on the Addi Express, I was playing with the idea of making leg warmers, and this is what I have so far. And I actually like it as is. It's big though. My legs are relatively thin, so for this, it fits fine, and I put in a picture of me wearing it. But I want to make something, like if I fold it over, it's better. It's a little more secure. If I do like this and then I slouch it down, it's fine. And then it kind of rests on my boot. But if I was to pull it up all the way, it kind of fits better, because, you know, your calf kind of holds it up. If you have slightly wider calves, then it's obviously not a big issue either. But I want to figure out a way to make it kind of adjustable. So originally I put in a string. I just used this little I-cord here around the top to kind of secure the top. And then you could put like pom-poms on it so it'd hang down. But I don't know if I like that. I kind of want something that laces up. So like corset lacing kind of. So I was going to attempt to use this and do like a corset style lacing up the top just to see how it looked. And if I liked it, I would make it in the appropriate color. And then I kind of wanted to like really make it over the top and embellish it with a big bow. So I'm going to be playing around with that. But I went to Joann's today. First I bought the orange yarn. But this took an entire skein almost of Caron Simply Soft. I have a small ball left that I can use to make like the I-cord. that I need, but I could not make 2 out of one skein, so I bought a second skein of the cream color. It's off-white. So I will make the second one. It's 150 rows. So originally I cranked out 200 and that was too many. So I ripped back about 50 rows. It's, again, just a big tube that is seamed together around the edge, and I just hid the seam in the middle. If you wanted it, you could keep the seam on top and it would look a little decorative, either the top or the bottom, but I hid the seam in the middle here so you can't see it, and you can't really feel it or anything. So, I mean, you can feel it a little bit, but not really. But you could potentially like Kitchener it, but I did not want to deal with it. So I like quick and easy. So I'm going to play around with that and figure out what I want to do. But I bought the Caron Simply Soft for that, and then I bought this to make a bow. So I thought like a big blue bow on the back. So this cream colored with this baby blue bow would look really cute. It actually would look really cute with this my brown pants I'm wearing today. So because the brown and the baby blue and the cream and the baby blue. So that would be made on my Addi Express regular, not king size. It's a 22 needle machine, and so it makes a smaller tube. I don't have my wreath here. When I made my wreaths, if you followed me for a while, I've made a lot of wreaths that come with a bow, and it's literally just a tube, and the way you fold the tube up, you make like a bow. So I thought that could be a really simple bow that you could then attach to the back or the front of the legging to make it look kind of floofy, girly, whatever. And also, you know, you could wear it on your neck. I don't know, just like a accessory. So that is that. And then I've been wanting to make these things for a while, and I've been eyeballing patterns, and I found a pattern that seemed pretty easy to follow, but I want to make one of those, they're called tooties, snooties, or scooties. So it was a scooty, a tootie, I've seen so many, but a turtleneck cowl, a hooded cowl. Basically, it is a cowl that comes around your neck, and then there's a hood that comes out of it. So tootie was like turtleneck hoodie. Scooty, I don't really know. I don't know what the scooty stands for. The tootie makes sense because it's a turtleneck hoodie. So tootie. I don't know. Scooty, I don't quite understand. Cowl, hoodie, but what's the S? I don't know. But I bought this Big Twist. The pattern I found says it takes like 600 yards. This is 380 per, so I'll need to. And this is a tweed, Big Twist tweed, which I thought was really pretty. It's a white tweed. It's neutral. It'll match anything. So that can be my walking hoodie, scooty, tootie. So if I'm going for walks, you can kind of pull it up over your face, and then you have a hood, and it's super cute. So I got that. And then on a whim, it was in the aisle in one of the many boxes that Joann has not stocked, because apparently the yarn just lives in the aisle in boxes because they can't stock it for some reason. And apparently they don't have a storage room or something. I don't know. I don't even know. But I saw someone mentioned this on someone made a comment on one of my videos that I was doing the all-in-one granny square yarn. They're like, have you seen the Flower Power yarn? It's another all-in-one yarn. So I am going to see how that works, but it's literally another granny square yarn that makes a little flower in the center. So it is called Flower Power, and I have no idea what the colorways are. I just happened to see this in a box, and I picked it up because I'm like, I'd like to try it. So it's another one of those, like, okay, you're supposed to follow the directions, and it says you use the size I hook, 5.5 millimeter hook. Obviously there's going to be a pattern in the ball band, so I'm going to experiment with that. So I'm hoping to just sit home and craft this weekend. Also, speaking of my circular Addi Express, not my sock machine, but my Addi Express machine, it is very clunky. I think it needs to be taken apart, and I'm very nervous to take it apart, but I watched a bunch of videos. I even emailed Skacel, which I thought it was pronounced Skakel. It is Skacel. I emailed Skacel. They sent me a link to some YouTube videos that they had posted about how you like replace parts in the machine. So basically it's instructions on how to disassemble the whole machine. The only part I'm concerned about is the counter. So the machine they used had a digital counter, which had wires involved. I don't know what this counter is. This is a traditional, just turn, like, non-electric counter, non-digital counter. So I don't know what it does. Like, so when I start to disassemble that part of the machine, I don't know what to expect. but I have to take apart like 4 different parts. I would like to just like wipe them down. I haven't decided if I'm just like wash all of it. It's all plastic, so I might just wash them all in warm soapy water. I have a food grade silicone lubricant that is approved for plastics. It was recommended to me for my button maker. So I have a button maker, like a button press. And the company said you should lubricate it. This is the lubrication we use. It's food grade lubricant, silicone lubricant. So I Googled it and looked at it, and it's approved for plastic because you need to make sure you're using the proper lubricant for plastic that's not going to eat away and corrode at the plastic. A lot of people use white lithium grease, which is debatable if that's good or not. So I'm sticking with this food grade silicone. It's just a spray. It's just enough to like keep things kind of moving smoothly, basically. So I'm nervous that I'm going to break my machine, but like it's not working well. Even cranking this, it took me 3 tries. It took me 3 tries, and eventually I had to pull out the dryer sheets. If you like squeeze the yarn while you're feeding it in with a little piece of like dryer sheet, that seemed to work. So I don't know if it's dry in here. It's winter. It's just the static, I think, makes the stitches drop and tuck and not do good things. So, but I got it to work, and it came out perfect. So I had no mistakes. But I was having issues with this one too. I wasn't using the dryer sheet, so but I had some issues where I had to like stop and pick up stitches and or pull them off the machine and drop them and re-pick them back up, and I figured that all out. But I don't want to have to keep doing that. But it's like very loud and just clunky when I crank it. It's smooth. It cranks relatively smoothly, but it just doesn't sound right. I can put in a quick I took a video of me cranking just what it sounds like, so I'll put that in. Every stitch feels like has a little bit of a catch. Like it's not super smooth. And maybe it'll sound like that when I put it back together too, but I mean I can still crank it fast, but I just feel like it could be better. But maybe not. I still feel like it's worth kind of taking it apart and cleaning it up, because I'm sure there's a lot of grime in there and yarn residue. Lastly, we are going over to visit somebody, a friend, in a couple weeks, and I want to make like a little gift, and I thought a little crochet pot holder flowers, like the ones in a little pot that you pull out, little flowers by thecattlady. I will post the YouTube video for that. So I want to do that this weekend as well. So I've done it before, and I'm debating on what I want to do. So there are 2 choices I have. I have either my basic yellow center. So you do a yellow center, then you do 1 little layer of green in the middle. So it's like a yellow circle. I do a layer of green, and then you do the flowers. And I have this multicolored, what is this? I don't know what color it's called. Oh, Coral Seas. So I have this colorway, and pull another skein of it. So that's option 1. Or I thought, well, maybe since it's like going to be close to Christmas time, I do a red center with these variegated Christmas yarn. Obviously, that's not like equivalent to, neither of them are really equivalent to a specific flower, but this one would be like Christmassy. They could put it out for Christmas time. But then it's like Christmas only, right? You wouldn't necessarily put this out year round. So I don't know. If you have an opinion, please weigh in, because I will be working on this weekend. I'm sort of getting in the holiday mood, so I'm tempted to do the holiday one, but I don't know. So that is what I want. So I want to work on my tootie, the flowers. Need to crank another 2. Oh, I gotta fix my machines first. Crank another tube, crank a bow, and that's it. So not including the pile of WIPS I have everywhere, but we're gonna just ignore those. Oh, and since I went to Joann's today, they had some sort of thing where if you use a 10% off coupon in the app, you got a free bag. I don't need another bag. I have this drawer full of bags. This drawer is full of like smaller bags, like Notion pouch bags, but I got another bag. I will be doing a giveaway soon. I did reach 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I like to wait till it like sticks, because I'd like, I haven't looked at it yet. So I saw a notification come up that said, hey, congratulations, you got 2,000. And I haven't looked at it because I've just kind of been busy this week. but you know, my number's kind of up and down. So like I might drop down to like 1996. So once I'm solidly at 2000, I will do a giveaway, and I will pick a bag out of here because I have so many bags that I've made that I haven't used much. Lots of bags. So I want to pick a bag. I do have some yarn that I bought specifically to give away a really long time ago and never did. So maybe this is the time. I know I did say I wanted to dye some yarn, and I still do, and maybe I will. But for now, I really should give this away because I bought this with the Cat Lady funding. So I have a coffee account. I don't talk about it. It's linked below, but I'm not here looking for cash money. So, but I like to get donations because then I use them for giveaways. So I used my coffee money to buy this yarn like a year ago. Probably even longer. I don't even remember. But it's La France's handmade. I'm not even sure if she dyes right now anymore because she was going to school and stuff. But you can follow her on Instagram. I will link her information below. But I have not heard much from her, so I'm not sure what she's up to lately. But this was really pretty. It's super sparkly. It's La France's handmade. It is 2 skeins of this really pretty yarn. Let's see. It is Wish Upon a Galaxy. Stardust fingering. It's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon. 437 yards, 100 grams, 4 ply. So very pretty, beautiful, sparkly yarn that I can put together a kit. Maybe I'll make some buttons since I mentioned my button maker. I don't know. I want to put together a nice little package. I will make a separate video when that comes along. You will comment on it. I will draw a winner from there. So stay tuned for that. And again, thank you so much for everyone that's followed me in this chaos. So that is that. So my room is finally clean. I can sit and enjoy it for the most part. I now have access to all my WIPS that are literally staring me in the face. Literally staring me in the face. Finish me. I only made it to May, so got a ways to go. But I also have a million things I want to work on, so as usual. But that's it. That's all I got for this week. I will see you next week. It is already November 15th, so we were halfway to when Vlogmas is going to start, so I don't know. I'm doing Vlogmas. I mean, I am. I have the wine, I have the yarn. But like, it's going to be the same as Vlogtober. It's like, okay, I wake up, I get the kids to school, I dilly-dally around the house, and then the day's over and we start again. We have robotics, we have whatever. Emily's doing winter marching band now, so we got that. But she just has practice this month, so there won't be any like events, anything. It's actually pretty low-key until later in the season. So that's it. I think that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but anyways, I'm gonna say goodbye. Oh, what I'm wearing today, I am wearing my crocheted scarflet. It's kind of like the Sophie scarflet that's like popular, but this is just a crocheted version. It was very easy. I found a YouTube video, but I didn't really follow it. But I mean, if you know basic stitches, it's double crocheted. And then it's got a slip stitch border. It was just really simple. You know, I started with like 3 or 4 stitches, increased a little bit until like halfway, and then did a little bit and then decreased. So it really depends on how long you wanted to make it. So it's literally just a strip. So this was like super easy. So like, yeah, I increased until I got to like here, and then did a flat section like that, and then decreased. So it's relatively, yeah, it's equal. So I did a very long section of just straight up because I wanted to wrap it twice. And so then you wrap it twice, or wrap it, yeah, one full wrap. Yeah, one full wrap, and then be able to tie it. So I wrap it, and then I tie it. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Okay, I have another story to tell you real quick. It's becoming longer than I thought, but I totally forgot. So yesterday I met with my friend. We had plans to meet for lunch, and she texted me first thing in the morning. She's like, "Do you want to go to Florine Mark's estate sale?" I'm like, "Excuse me?" So I don't know if she's super well known outside of Michigan, but Florine Mark was like the lead franchise owner of Weight Watchers. Like, she's not the founder of Weight Watchers, but she's like owned the most franchises in the Midwest. She owns some in Canada, I think in Mexico. So she's from Michigan. She was very prominent in the community, and she's been in all over the Weight Watcher commercials. So of course I knew who Florine Mark was. She died last year. She was 90. Apparently it was sudden. We learned too much history of Florine Mark yesterday because we were Googling it. She had a huge family, really big in the Jewish community, but her estate, and she had a house in Farmington, which is not, it's like 20 minutes from here, 20, 30 minutes. But she had an estate sale. Oh my God. So many clothes, so many clothes, shoes, like crazy artwork. I mean, we're talking like $4,000 paintings and sculptures, and like enough shoes to fill a shoe store, enough, the whole front room was just like pantsuits. She had a giant jewelry table, and so my friend bought a picture of cats playing billiards. It's like real cat heads on little bodies, and they're at a pool table. It was ridiculous. But it was only $20. She's like, this is my souvenir. So I figured I couldn't leave without getting something as well. So I got this really, really pretty brooch for $20. So not too bad. So this could easily go on this little scarf here, like up there. I wore it on my shirt the other day. Could go on my jacket, but very pretty brooch. And then I got these sterling silver. It's like costume jewelry, but they're sterling silver. So it was very pretty. But it reminds me of my box of costume jewelry I also need to go through. So I got these earrings. Very pretty. These are $40, so they were a little pricier, but again, they're sterling silver, so I thought they were worth it. So I got that pair of earrings, so I figured these will be nice, really nice holiday earrings. So that is my souvenir from Florine Mark's estate sale, and that was like, yeah, that was the cheapest stuff we could get. And then my friend Ann also bought these little hearts. I think they might be lockets, but I always have a hard time opening lockets. So, but there were two of them, so she gave me one, and she had one. So they're like little BFF hearts, basically. So we just need to find a chain for it. She's the one I do the lottery advent with too. So I did ask her, are we doing that again this year? And yes, we are. So I need to buy her some lottery tickets, and she will get me lottery tickets, and that'll be another thing. I have my scratcher right here. My lottery scratcher is there, so I couldn't find it last year, so now I have that. Okay, so that's it. So I had an adventurous day at Florine Mark's estate sale yesterday, which was very interesting. So that's it. I will say goodbye. I hope everyone has a great weekend and a good week, and I hope you get to craft all the things.